Hello people, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are finally back in the wonderful Minecraft Triassic Park. In the last episode we worked on the whole left side of this Karoo Basin formation area. Anyways, in today's episode we'll be looking at a creature that might be a little more engaging. We'll be filling out the whole right side, this right here, and we'll be getting in our secondary carnivore. We also have this chest right here, and it's got some fish in it. We're going to extend the wall, build a dam right here, and fill this whole river area up with fish, which should be lovely. And I would also like to thank everybody for all the name suggestions you gave. Thank you so much. It's not as insane as last episode, but I think they're still great. We will be going over those much later in the episode, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, in order to really work on this side, we have to start out by planning it out with the wall, and that's what we're going to do right now. So let's get started. So with all that effort, we have now defined the borders of the space we're going to use. And now we can chop down all the cactus inside. We do now have the border, so this one is much less flat than that one, so we did have to figure some of that out, but I think it turned out all right. We did have to figure out some stuff. I knew we would have to do this, but we had to create like this third area. I think it turned out all right. Another spot we do need to figure out is the end here. I know we're gonna have a dam because we want to have fish all underneath when you're going up there. That's enough work for today. I will catch you guys next time I get to work on this. I really want to put the fish in the water, but we got to get this dam done. So I kind of thought about it in my brain a bit, and I think creating a more detailed like cobblestone wall look really nice, like this, intermixing the slabs. Yeah, I think no matter what, I'm gonna do stone, like smooth stone here. Alright, so I actually do want a base here, so I'm gonna wait until I think I'm smelting more stone, so I'll just go get some. Still, it's just a little bit more. I feel like, yeah, we got the whole wall here. So now, wall. See how well this works. Yeah. I'm willing to make this just a little taller if it'll make it look better. Yeah, let's do another layer. Alright, I think that looks pretty cool. Somebody's, like, I know maybe IGN is gonna nitpick this, or somebody in the comments, but, like, it's simple. It works. I think it's cool. Alright, so I actually did make sure that all of these were accurate to freshwater fish in Triassic South Africa. Not specifically the time period of this, although there isn't really a specified time period, so I guess it doesn't matter. So these are both lobefin fish, which I find interesting for some reason. But yes, we have Synagognathus, related to, of course, the coelacanth. This is just the closest thing I could find in the mod to the species of coelacanth that lived in South Africa, although this is a Permian species, so it probably doesn't make that much sense. And Ceratodus, which was a very, very widespread, a very large lungfish, and something fun that I did with Ceratodus just to show off. Wait, what? Alright, so I can't express how much I dislike the fact that we have to do this, but since the bucket thing isn't working, we're gonna have to use spawn eggs. Anyways, what I wanted to show off with the Ceratodus is this. Since they're lungfish, right? They have a singular lung, as opposed to gills, they breathe air. Well, of course this makes sense. They can scoot themselves on the ground. This is... I love this so much. Just because I'm evil, I might someday make a land Ceratodus enclosure. They really are quite graceful fish, though. And then we got the Synagognathus, which can't really do the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna punch you, because unless I do, you're gonna hurt more. And we got a nice big pile of coelacanths. Look at that. Hello, friend. Hello, other friend. It's cool that we got some of our fishy friends in. We just got the big species, the cool one, the poggers one, to finish up with. I should also show that during that time I did also complete this, and this is just another section. In my original schematic, like the garden went to like right here, so I just made a new section, and I think it actually looks kind of cool with the garden section off like this. Perhaps not even or symmetrical from the front, but it probably wasn't going to anyways. So the next step in this project is terraforming this whole thing, and I'm not going to be doing any more work today, but either tomorrow or the day after, or maybe at some point, I don't know when, I am going to be terraforming this whole thing on stream, and I'm actually going to take that stream, turn it into a time lapse so you can all watch. So that's what's up next. Alright, so after that stream and quite a bit more time, we have this enclosure done. I wanted it to be thicker than the herbivores just for kind of maybe the more like spooky, ominous, untamed vibes, since we are having carnivores. And because of that, I wanted a very clear spot to view them, so I took this natural thing and made sure not to plant too much. There's kind of a spot, and this right here, we flick the lever, come over here. See, this is a feeding system, and it dispenses some beef on here. Anyways, now that we have this whole thing set up, we should get the actual animals. And I think you guys are gonna love these. These are amazing. Also, this whole thing is really, really coming together now. I love this. Alright, here we are in the South African room I made. Let's, first of all, we will grab this, because I want to use this. And in this chest, we have 5 eggs of our species. Alright, so I'm going to disperse these eggs throughout the enclosure. We'll put like one here, kind of one, maybe. I feel like it's going to spawn in and something's going to mess up. That spot works better. Alright, we got 5 eggs in here. Now, we are going to real quickly leave, and we'll wait outside of the enclosure until we start hearing the sounds of these critters. Alright people, this is really embarrassing on my part, but I almost forgot to do the names. So I have all of the names right here, and this might take a while because we will have to search the enclosure quite extensively in order to locate all these smaller creatures. But right here we have our first Hyperadaptodon, Stumpy. Most of these names are for Hyperadaptodon, which are mainly the focus. And we got 4 for Euparkeria. Here's an unnamed one. This can be Walnut. We got another name suggestion here, Timmy Turner. I mean, since these are going to be hard to find, you might as well name the Euparkeria too. You can be Gunther. Ooh, we found an unnamed one. Alright. You can be Hapilisophodonid. There's probably a story behind this one that I don't know. And here's another unnamed one. You can be Drumples. These are actually really good at like camouflaging. And another unnamed one. You can be Defenestrate. Alright, the last name we got right here for this unnamed individual is Hans. And we have 3 more Euparkeria names, so let's fill those out. You can definitely hear Euparkeria, and if I'm not mistaken, Euparkeria is... Alright, so while fighting off some tusks, we got some more Euparkeria. Here's Cheeky. Alright, another unnamed Euparkeria. You can be Parker. I find this one funny because Euparkeria was named after the paleontologist that discovered it, whose name was, of course, Parker. Alright, one more. I'm literally just like running in circles and occasionally running into these. You can be Razzle Dazzle. Chronologically, this is going to make no sense because I'm recording this bit after, like a week after I recorded the last episode. We do have a name suggestion right here. It is for Thernaxodon. That's Euparkeria. Where's the Thernaxodon? We're in the Thernaxodon area. There, we got a little Thernaxodon right there. It is for a Thernaxodon, and it is Whiskers. Thank you so much for the name suggestions, guys. We're going to need name suggestions for the creatures we're doing in today's episode, so stay tuned for those as well. Speaking of those animals, considering the amount of time that name suggestion bit took to record, there's no way that they have not already hatched, so we're going to go look around. There it is. Alright people, so this right here is Synagognathus. It is a species of cynodont. Cynodonts, of course, being some of the only synapsids to survive after the Permian mass extinction event. Aside from Ipsilophodon, all of the creatures in this South Africa environment are based on the Synagognathus assemblage zone, which sits just above the Lystrosaurus assemblage zone in the Karoo Basin, which we'll get to in a few episodes as well. But Synagognathus here it's been one of my favorite creatures in the Triassic update, and in general, it's essentially like a lizard dog. I know saying that is gonna anger people, because it's not really, well, a lizard, and it's not a mammal yet, but it's still kind of an apt title, just based on what it appears like. So Synagognathus means dog jaw. See, even the scientific name agrees with me that it's like a lizard dog. Unlike most of the synapsids that survived the extinction that remained very subservient to the reign of the dinosaurs and other sauropsids that were becoming dominant, Synagognathus managed to kind of carve out a predatory niche, and they actually got quite large. They lived all over southern Gondwana, but they're very, very prevalent in South Africa, more so than anywhere else. The holotype was from South Africa, of course, and they have sprawling front legs, but erect back legs, and this posture thing is going to become very important later with both mammals and dinosaurs. They evolved from creatures that had a very squatting posture, what we call a sprawling posture, where the legs are kind of bent, and as they become either mammals or mammal-like creatures or dinosaurs, their legs kind of straighten and become what we call an erect posture. Let's see if the book has anything else to say about these. So there's Synagognathus, look really cool. Synagognathus craterinotus is a species of non-mammalian theropsid from the Middle Triassic of Africa, South America, and Antarctica. Around 1.2 meters long on average, with only rare specimens reaching 2 meters, the numerous fossil remains of the species allowed us to reconstruct it quite in detail. The up to 37 centimeter long skull was heavily built and elongated, taking a shape reminiscent of a modern-day dog's. Alright, this has so much information it goes off the page, so I'm not going to read all of this, but this, I did seem to go through a lot of this, like the big bits. So we have 5 Synagognathus in here. Be sure to leave your name suggestions. Since we're only doing one species and we'll probably get a lot, make sure that they are pretty good, because there will probably be some competition in there. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for next episode, because we will be completing this whole Synagognathus assemblage zone, Karoo Basin, South Africa area with the apex predator, which is absolutely amazing. Anyways, until then, goodbye.